Hi, I'm Neek,
And I'm Michelle.
and this is Big Brother Two Sisters. So
What's
we've been gone
up?
for a while, but we're back.
We're back.
And this last episode was nominations, and they played the game, which had mixed reviews online. Some people really loved the spooky game, and some people were like, "This is stupid." But I liked it because in the past, those other games I wouldn't have been able to do when they put you like in those dark rooms and you got to crawl through stuff. I wouldn't have made it. I wouldn't have
Mm-mm.
made it.
I don't think I could have done it, to be honest.
And didn't Taylor last year have like a kind of like a meltdown or something? Or did
Yeah, because it's scary as hell.
yeah? So I feel like they must have took note from that. Like, okay, we can't go that far. So this one was cool. It was a different lot. They got to leave the Big Brother lot and go to another lot to play the game. It was set up. I thought it was cool.
I think it's cool.
Again, the instructions.
Oh, these instructions. See, this is when I'm like, can I play Big Brother? Because I'm dumb. I can't. I'm gonna need it explained 3, 4 times.
Yeah, these instructions were like, mm-mm. They were too hard. I wouldn't have made it. So at the end, it came down to Jared and Heisem, and Jared. It was time too. So like if someone picked the door first, then you just automatically had to pick the other door. So Jared
Mhm.
picked the wrong door, but he didn't know it was wrong. But he picked first. So then Heisem was like, "Well, I have to pick this door then," and it ended up Heisem won HOH. Um, and it brought him back into the HOH room. And in his confessional, he was like, I didn't really want to win because I've been winning every. Well, you would have been out ahead of time. You know what I mean? Like if you really didn't
Right.
want to win, you could have threw some of those other questions that they asked if you didn't really want to win.
Well, and if you better want to win because your ass is grass if you
Exactly.
don't.
Exactly.
It's one the house is split down the middle and they're going to go for the strongest person on the other side and he's the strongest person, so you better be glad you won.
And I'm glad he won and not Jared because if Jared had won, he would have had to show his cards.
Yeah,
I feel
I'm
like
glad.
it's best for the whole game if Jared and Sari don't win.
100%. 100%.
If they don't win and they just kind of ride the wave, I feel like it's best for their game.
I wonder if Big Brother's going to expose them or if they're later on or if they're going to let them.
Yeah, because Big
Well,
Brother's good for doing that. Like later on, being like, and somebody's playing the game together. Like, why would y'all do that? Just let them ride it out.
yeah, so I'm just curious to see how they're going to do that part.
I hope they don't. I hope they say nothing. And so also in the episode, because Jared lost, he got sent to the Netherlands and he had to stay awake the whole night. Like they wouldn't let him sleep in the Netherlands.
Oh my God. That's torture.
Bad punishment. Yeah.
That's torture.
He was on the screen because they had that screen for the Netherlands. And he came up, he was like, yeah, I ain't been able to sleep. He ain't been able to sleep. They had him in it. But it's good. I'm glad he left because he was talking too much. And Sari was telling him, shut up.
Yeah. He's doing too much and Izzy's doing too much. Them two
Yeah.
doing too much.
But Jared's talking is leading to you about to say who your mama is.
He is. He's like, they call me Jay Bleezy. And somebody was like, oh, I think that's what they call Cerie's son.
And they
Yeah,
still
dumb
aren't getting
dumb.
it. But it's like somebody in there gonna really get it. You're like, huh.
Yeah. I feel like I don't know if they should get ahead of it. I don't know. I don't know.
I feel like Jared needs to shut up.
Hmm.
So I was watching the feeds and his Sam HOH goes to his head. He's losing his mind.
Oh,
He's one of those that
jeez.
because even Riley, when she was HOH, I'm like, why are you playing so hard? You didn't even have to nominate these people. You should have just been so chill. Everybody should have been in your room. It should have been a whole like family kumbaya. Y'all shouldn't have been doing no
Yeah,
sides.
because yeah, it's not on me.
Not
Y'all,
me.
I
I didn't
mean,
pick y'all.
yeah,
So, but
yeah.
his mom, he's HOH and he's having. Remember how Kylan used to have those really intense like one-on-one meetings with people when he was HOH? That was
My
so
God.
awkward.
Yeah.
He's sitting everybody down, and as soon as they talk, he's like, "Yeah, but actually, no, I already know." And then he's like telling everybody what he already knows. So Riley went up there and was talking. He was like, "Yeah, I already know you was coming for me. Like, we don't even need to." Matt went up there. He was like, "I already know this is who's in your alliance. This is who in your alliance. Like, you think you're in line with the right people." And then Matt said something like, when he named them all off, Matt was like, "Hey, I couldn't hear the name. I don't know." So I was like, "What's the name of the 8?" And Matt was like, "I don't know. I couldn't hear."
I'm trying to figure out why him exposing them is going to help him. You already know. You don't have to let them know you know.
I know. I don't know why people play like that. Like, just be cool with everybody. You already know who you're gonna nominate. You don't need to intimidate anybody. Just be cool. Like,
I might talk to the 2 people I'm going to nominate and let them know. But other than that, and that's going to be right before the nominations.
Yeah, because I'm like, why do you even need to give people courtesy? The
No.
nomination is supposed to be like, that's what it is. Like, this whole, we got to talk, we got to kumbaya. Like, no.
They feeling themselves.
And I was watching, I have never watched the other Big Brothers in other countries. And I just started watching Big Brother Canada.
Mm-hmm.
And a girl got kicked out the HOH room because she came to the HOH room. I mean, she got kicked out the game. The HOH nominated her because she came to her room trying to talk gameplay. And the HOH was like, "I'm just trying to enjoy my room." She's like, "Now you're on my radar because you come in my room." I'm just trying to enjoy.
Okay, since you want to come in here, so you're on the block.
Yeah, that's what she said. Basically, she's like, "Now you gotta go," because I'm trying to be at peace. And I feel like, but Hassan, he's losing it, and he's on everybody's radar, and his team is starting to kind of flip on him. And Mimi is like, "Hey, we don't need to flip on him yet."
Yeah.
It's Izzy is getting in Cerie's ear.
Izzy, her energy. I really like Izzy, but woo, her energy's a lot.
It's a lot.
She just does too much.
Yeah.
She's playing too hard.
But she's unfortunately in Cerie's ear about Hassan. And so now Cerie is like, maybe we should next week try and get Hassan. And then Mimi,
No.
reason
No.
is like, no, we can't do that. The other side hates him. Why would we take him out? Let's keep laying low.
Yeah, why would we take our own person out? Let the other side do that.
And she was like, he's loyal to us.
Yeah, so we wouldn't take him out. If they take him out, then that's what they do. But we're not going to take a number off our side.
That's exactly what Mimi said. So hopefully they listen. But when you got that HOH, you can't let it go to your head. You just got to be.
Well, and I feel like Izzy is messing up Cerie's game because she got Cerie and Jared by the balls.
Yeah.
And I feel like they're playing a little bit of a different game because she has influence and they know they have to keep her happy.
Yeah. And also in this episode, when Jared got out of the Netherlands, he had to nominate someone to go in. And whoever he nominated to go in wouldn't be nominated or be put on the block. So he went up to Jared because Jared only had a little bit of time to decide. He went up to Jared and he was like, "Don't pick Riley, Cameron, or Matt. Because whoever Jared picks, they're safe, but Jared is not." So it's like, he wanted to see, like, have a talk with the HOH, like, because if you pick one of these people, then I might put you up on the block, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, you cannot do Riley, you cannot do Cameron, you cannot do Matt. So, of course, Riley goes up to Jared next, like, you got to pick me because Hassan's going to pick me. Like, I'm his target. So, of course, Jared's like, I can't pick you. Like, but he's not telling her I can't pick you. He's telling her, just trust me. Like,
I hate when people do that shit. If anybody ever tell me just trust me in a Big Brother house,
I'm gonna spiral.
I'm going to start I'm gonna start acting like Izzy. I'm losing my fucking mind because you're lying to me. You're lying.
That's
Because
just
why won't you just say, "Hey, no, I'm not gonna put you. I'm gonna send you to the nether regions."
just stress me.
Uh,
So so then Riley starts throwing, well, I protected you last week. I
ooh,
protected you last week. And Jared's like, yeah, but this
that
week,
was like,
yeah, that's last week. And this is this.
yeah. That's why you can't do nobody no fucking favors.
No, you do whatever's best for your game. And
Yeah, because
like once the week is over, the week should be over. Like we starting
yeah,
a whole
when's the new week? Like,
week. That was 10 years ago, man. We're not
and
talking.
you never told me, "Hey, I'm doing this for you, so you do something for me." You never had that
Yeah,
conversation. I
no,
didn't know what you were doing. I had no
so
clue.
Jag, so he ends up sending Jag because he talks to his mom because he has conversations with everybody, and of course his mom is like, "You need to send Jag because that's gonna be the least, you're sending someone from your side, um, and nobody really got a problem with him or anything like that. So just send Jag."
Okay.
He sends Jag, and so then Hassan ultimately nominates Riley and Cameron. But this is a spoiler, so if they have not watched the feast, do not listen to this next part. Just turn it off.
Turn it off,
Guess who wins veto?
Riley.
No,
Not Cameron.
no,
Felicia.
no.
Sorry, y'all. I haven't finished the episode.
No, this is a spoiler. This is from the feast.
Okay.
This is from the feast. Nobody's seen this.
Okay. Suri.
No, it's Sam.
Oh, oh, he really feeling himself.
I'm like, that was you didn't even need to win that.
See, and that's what now you're doing too much. Now you're doing too much. Because you can throw a veto comp. You can throw a veto comp.
Because even if Riley would have pulled herself down, Cameron is still up there for you to get Cameron. If
Yeah.
Cameron would have pulled himself down, you still could put somebody else up there with Riley.
And they was coming for you regardless. You don't have no more, they were already coming for you. So
now you
yeah.
won the veto. So he won the veto. So now the whole house, like Riley's side is crumbling. They're all just crumbling, picking each other off one by one. And so Jag goes to Miss or Sari, and he's like, "Look, Sari, you have to vote to keep Riley. Like, pitching for Riley." And Sari was like, "You know what? I could keep Riley. Like, let me talk to like Felicia about this and Izzy. Like, but don't say nothing. This is her big thing. Like, I'm thinking about it, but don't say nothing to nobody.
Okay.
If I hear that this left me, you, or Riley, like it's a problem. Like, don't say nothing." So then later, Corey comes over to her. I'm watching on the feed. Corey comes over. He's like, "Yeah, so Riley said you keeping her safe." Cerise said, oh no."
You gotta go.
Yeah. She was like, "Oh no." So then Jag pulls her over, has a conversation with her. She's like, "You got to stop pulling me over. You have to stop having these conversations with me. I don't trust you really anymore because I said keep it between us. And here, people coming up to me talking about what we talked about." He's like, "You need to figure out who you aligning with because I'm not doing it." He's like, "Well," and he's still trying to talk her into it. She's like, basically keeps saying like, "Y'all rang him out."
Does he have a crush on Riley or something?
I think so, but Riley has a crush on Matt.
Oh, okay.
So it's like a little, and Blue and Jared have a crush on each other.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah. So Miss Sari was basically like, "Stop talking to me about Riley. It's over. Like, she probably going home." So now, let me see. That's pretty much it that's been going on. And now everybody's just kind of trying to figure out how the votes are going to line up come eviction night on Thursday. Or is the eviction on Wednesday? Yeah, eviction's on Thursday because the veto is Wednesday.
Who would you pick, Riley or Cameron?
I think if they were smart, they would get Cameron out. But what they were saying is that Riley actually is more dangerous because Blue, America, Matt, and Jag all follow Riley. They don't really follow Cameron.
Yeah, but Riley listens to Cameron.
Yeah.
It's like this toxic relationship they have.
So they're like, if we take Riley out, then the rest of them will have to come to us because Riley is there.
I think Cameron would just take over.
I don't know.
I think Cameron would take the lead if Riley left.
Now, they did have a conversation separately from the professors with Jag and Matt. So, like, Jag said he's coming over to them, but Felicia's so smart because he was trying to name her alliance. He was naming them all off, but slowly. And she was so smart. She was like, no, that's too many people. Like, she's like, and that's where y'all got messed up with that 8. Like, because he kept trying to ask. She's like, no. She's like, I ride for Izzy. She's like, I trust Izzy with my life. That's what she said. And then she said, I like Felicia and I like Jared. And so she was like, and then if we add you on there, we'd be good. And he was like, well, what about so and so? And what about so and so? Like, just she's like, no. That's where y'all
yeah. Yeah, y'all doing too much.
Keep it to a solid little 5. So they're trying to get Jag, and then Hassan was trying to get Matt. He was like, if Riley goes, you just need to come be with me.
Right.
They're trying to like, and Blue and America are just kind of like out.
They're not. Yeah, they're not. They're not doing a lot.
The thing on Twitter has been, where is Bowie? Nobody know. Like she's been, they're like, she doesn't get any feed time, no TV time.
Wow. And she's kind of hard to miss because she has that British accent or that Australian accent. Also, Red doesn't get a lot of.
Nope. Nope.
I thought he would be more of a.
He gets feed time when he's with someone else. It's got to be like in a group for them to really show Red. He doesn't get much time either.
Okay.
Well, right now I'm thinking who's in the best position is Mimi, because she's protected by this big alliance. She's playing really smart, and nobody says anything about
her name's not in nobody's mouth.
No, but the professors are all wanting to get, and Corey are all wanting to get Blue. What's the girl name? Blue, America, Cameron. Like those are the people that keep coming up to get out the house.
Yeah, you got to dwindle down their numbers. It's not even that they're threats. You got to get that 8 down to like 5 to 4, and then you can make them break them down.
And this is a big cast. This wasn't this many people all the time, was it?
No, and I feel like there's going to be a twist.
It has to be, because this is a lot of people.
Yeah, I feel like there's going to be a twist. I feel like they're going to switch off and play 2 games or something.
Who's your favorite to watch still?
I like Felicia still and Cirie because they give just straight auntie vibes, and I love it. And I think I'm not shocked by Cirie. Of course, she's played Survivor 4 times, but Felicia is really smart and she is likable. Like she's really fallen into that like grandma role, and that's a good place to be in because don't nobody want to evict your grandma.
No.
You would be a asshole to evict the grandma.
And I'm glad they put more older people than they usually do, because let that have been a few years ago, Felicia would have been gone. They wouldn't have left her over Kirsten.
They would have kept Kirsten just because she's young and cute.
Yep.
Felicia would have been gone.
So the fact that she's still there
that's a big deal, because we know that that's not the norm of how things go.
But with how the house is going right now, I'm thinking Riley's going home Thursday.
Okay.
Thinking Riley.
Dang. So she was spinning out for good reason last week. At least it was worth it because you're going home.
She didn't even need to do all that. She really threw away her HOH.
She did. Because it should have been the easiest HOH ever.
The easiest one.
Ever.
She set the tone. She set the tone in that. Because I was watching too on the feeds when Hassan was like confronting her, or did they show on this episode? I think they showed this episode when he confronted her when she was HOH, like, my name is in your mouth. And then she started crying. Like she just kept crying about everything everybody said to her. I'm like, girl, you shouldn't have nobody's names in your mouth at
She
all.
probably she probably need to go home because she's borderline about to lose
Yeah.
it.
Because the two people that was nominated was not on your watch. Like you didn't pick them. So
Mm-mm.
you didn't need to cry about anything. You shouldn't have had nobody's name in your mouth. You should have just been easy.
Nomination should have been easy. Hey, it's it's a hard decision. I had to pick out of four y'all, and I had to pick two. Here's the two. Nothing personal. It should have just been an easy week.
Yep. Yep.
I would have even said if it was my choice, I probably wouldn't have been picking you two. But here we are.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have. Anything else you want to add to what's been going on?
No, I got to get better. Been a little busy, but I'm about to get in these feeds. Get
Yeah, the
on
feeds are
Twitter.
the feeds. It's literally a different show on the feeds than
What they show, but my thing is this is what I do want to say. I don't feel like they handled the Luke thing properly.
mhm,
When they literally glazed over it.
yeah.
They're like, yeah, they did show the snippet,
Hmm.
but it was just like, yeah, he got kicked out.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
It
It
really
just
didn't
seemed
look good for Jared either. It didn't look good for Jared.
it didn't look good for Jared. Jared,
Yeah.
I
Twitter was,
just don't even know. I just don't even know what to say about that.
and I'm
I don't
thinking
even know what to say.
that I think that was good. They took him to the nether. He got sent there for a little chill pill. Like
Yeah, go sit down because you,
got
yeah.
a lot going on. So
All right.
I guess we'll come back Thursday because we already discussed what happens Wednesday
Okay.
on the veto. So we just gotta see who's if anything new happens on the feeds. If for some reason Riley she doesn't want to campaign against Cameron. She kept saying that. And everybody's been like, you need
You better camp. Oh my God. I'm a big I'm a big campaigning like a mother. Don't start that. It's week 2. You better campaign.
she don't want to campaign against him. And he is like, well, if somebody gotta be her. Like he's very like
See, and while you over there, see, that's what women do. You putting yourself, and he like, oh, she gotta go.
she gotta go. Yeah.
Uh,
So unless she starts campaigning, offering some things, that's what you gotta do. You gotta offer some things.
offer something,
It's like, hey, I could win next week. That's happened a lot of times. I'm on the person on the block wins the following week.
and I got you.
I'm ready for a twist. It's not that it's boring, but come on,
There's
25.
a twist. I feel like there's gonna be a big twist this summer.
Let's just spice it up a little bit.
Now let's spice it up. It's a little slow start. It's
Yeah,
a little slow start.
slow start. All right,
But
well, we'll see everybody back then on Thursday.
bye bye.